For number 3 on the best loot spots in Gili Island, I'm going to give it to, that's right, Echo Valley. As you guys can see, I'm about to drop down here into Echo Valley. Personally, I believe Echo Valley is a really good spot to get some nice loot, and if you're pretty confident in the game, you'll get a lot of kills down here, depending on how many people drop there. Say if there's nobody who drops there, you're going to get a bunch of loot. It's going to be very good for you to win the rest of the game. Of course, the early game is the most important start, or the most important part of Rules of Survival. As you guys can see, there is 2 players right here. King of Echo Valley, I believe, is their parachute things. So what I usually like to do is I usually like to land in the 3-story. However, I've seen a guy who went for the 3-story right there. So if there's a guy already at the 3-story, what you want to do is you want to go over to this side and you want to get into these hangars as fast as you can and get as much loot as you can. As you guys can see, I've got an AK already, which is awesome. There is a guy somewhere around me. I'm not too sure actually exactly where he is, but I can definitely hear this guy. Oh, he's in there. Okay. I can't actually shoot him right now, but oh, there's a person right there too. We're going to go ahead and kill this guy. What I like to do here usually is make my way down these 3 hangars. But of course, when you get into like battles like this, you're going to see people around here. Oh, he's just stole my kill. Okay. That's going to be a 1-tap to the head right there. What you want to do is you want to go down, get all of these 3 hangars out of the road. Go down here, obviously, get the 3 hangars out of the road. Then, if there's nobody in the 3-story house, or if somebody's been killed off the 3-story house, you want to go into this 3-story house as well. Get the loot out of that. Then, you want to go over to the red house right there. You see there's a guy right there as well. Oh, there's a guy beside me, actually. As well, so we've got a couple of guys here. After the red house, you want to go into the other hangar, and then that'll be you ready to go. Alright, so we're needing to go to concentrate. I'm gonna kill all of these guys, and then we'll go to spot number 2, of course. Make sure I kill everyone, you know, just to show you guys what I want you guys to be doing if you're going to be using this loot spot. Obviously, Echo Valley is one of the most famous loot spots in Rules of Survival. Absolutely everyone knows about Echo Valley, which is also why I kind of guess I put this at the 3rd. You know, everyone's already been here before. It was very popular in the first kind of couple of months of the game, but as the game's kind of went on, it's lost its popularity. There's not as many people usually land here now. Of course, there is still 1 or 2 kills here and there, but as for the loot, there is a lot more better places in this map that you can actually get much more loot for, where you'll get less risk actually running into people, and you'll get way more loot than what you would get here in Echo Valley. However, Echo Valley is obviously my 3rd pick, so it's still a very good option for those players that want to get some loot, and they also want to get some kills while they're playing Rules of Survival in Gili Island. Now, the real question is, where did those players go? Where did that guy go that I was shooting? Oh, there he is. He's over here. Ooh, I'm actually surprised that I didn't kill him right there. That's interesting. We're going to actually go over here, see if we can challenge him for a nicer position. Gonna Molotov that, of course. Molotovs are great in this game. We're actually going to connect with him. We're going to be able to connect the Molotov. I didn't mean to pick that up, but whatever. He is behind there still, of course. I'm surprised I didn't hit him again there. There is, of course, still a guy up there in the 3-story. So it'll be interesting to see whether the 3-story guy actually challenges us right here. I'm not too sure if he's died already, but I'm pretty sure nobody's killed the guy in the 3-story. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to wrap around here. Of course, there is a bombing zone on us as well, which is kind of not the best, you know. Bombing zones are kind of goofy, man. Sometimes they kill you, sometimes they don't even come close to you, you know. So we're actually going to go ahead and kill Por Favor right there. And honestly, I think the last guy's died because he's not challenging me at all. So what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to cut the video, and then I'm going to get you guys to my 2nd favorite loot spot, basically. So I'm going to leave this game, cut the video, and then I'll see you guys when I get into another game to show you guys my 2nd favorite loot spot. Alright guys, so for the number 2 spot, I was kind of deciding between 2 places. I was deciding between Rust Bay or Observatory, and I feel like the Observatory has a little bit less of a risk factor for the amount of loot you can actually get from it. You see, Rust Bay is a pretty popular spot, and for those people who don't have the best of gun skill, but they still want really good loot at a low risk, high reward kind of value, I believe the Observatory is better than Rust Bay. Of course, if you're very good at the game, I would definitely go ahead and go to Rust Bay. If you feel like you can take on every opponent that you come across, definitely go to Rust Bay, but for the majority of people, for the majority of players, I feel like Observatory is an absolutely fantastic place to get yourself some really nice loot and not have to go against a lot of players for that loot. So what I like to do here is I call this building right here the hospital. It was just one of the names that all of my friends and I came up with for Observatory. This used to be my favorite spot way back in December, November kind of time when I first started playing the game. Since then, I've obviously got a #1 pick that you guys probably, if you watch my streams already, know, but this is an absolutely fantastic spot. I don't usually drop here anymore. Just down to the fact that I'm usually a kill. I usually like to play for kills, and I like to have really exciting gameplay for my streams, for my videos, you guys know already. But this place, for the amount of people who actually come here and the loot that you can actually get, as you guys see, I already have a level 3 backpack, I already have an assault rifle being the M4, and I haven't spotted anyone anywhere near me. We're still on the bottom floor of this house. We've got a shotgun now as well. So now what we have a full gun setup right now. We have 2 guns. 2 absolutely fantastic guns. We have a pile of ammo for them, so we'll not have to worry really too much about ammo until we get a few kills. Go in here, get some more. We got a ×4 scope in this bottom floor as well. Keep in mind, this is the first house. This is literally the first house that I went into. Now we're going up to the top story of the first house. Now we've got a helmet, we've got a Damascus knife. Going into the top floor, there's a couple more shotguns, whatever you like in here, of course. Of course, the loot here changes game round, but for the most part, you're going to be getting some similar loot. Maybe not a ×4, you'll probably find a ×2 up here, if I'm being honest. You won't find a ×4 in this building every single game, but there's usually always a scope in this building. There's an AUM if you guys like the AUM and the AR-15, of course, another AR-15, and then some more rifle ammo. These are basically set up. If I wanted to pick up all this rifle ammo and get set up for the whole game, as you guys can see, I have 405 rifle ammo. I have 60 shotgun slugs as well. So just out of the first building alone, you have not risked anything because you have not found anyone. You already have full level 1 armor and level 3 backpack. Of course, as you go around and you don't find anyone else, you're going to be able to find more level 2 armor, level 2 helmet, stuff like that. And you're going to be looted and booted, ready to get scooted in this game. And look, I'm finding loads and loads of stuff. Of course, the loot does change a little bit, but there's so much loot potential here that I feel like you can get set up for any kind of situation just out of using this loot spot by itself, especially by the fact that you're going to basically risk nothing coming here. You know, you're not going to risk too much because, as you guys can see, nobody really drops here. This is, of course, a nighttime mode, so I'm not too sure if that changes where people feel like they want to drop, but for the most part, I never really see people dropping in Observatory, and that's obviously why I don't come here, because I'm obviously a YouTuber. I want to bring the most exciting content. I want to have the most kills. Of course, #1 in this list is going to be able to give you the most kills. It's going to be able to get you the most loot. There's an AN-94 and another AUM right there, and then there's some more guns over here as well. Nice new level 1 helmet and another level 3 backpack. Now, once you get over and you've done these 2 houses, what you guys want to do is you want to go into that 2-story, and then you want to go over to the 3-story, then circle around, go to that 3-story, and then make your way down to that training base to get into the middle kind of area of the map, because either the zone is going to be really far away from you because you're in the top right, or it's going to be in the middle kind of area, and the training zone is kind of around the middle kind of area, so you will be able to get some nice loot in the training zone, or the training base as well, if nobody else has gone there. But the training base is a little bit of a, I guess it's a popular area nowadays. You know, it's not as bad as what it used to be in terms of kills, but we're gonna go ahead and kill that guy with a double headshot. But it's definitely not as popular as things like Bitter Lake, Echo Valley, Rust Bay, you know, but it's still quite a nice place to go if you want some kills, and then if you want some extra loot. I would see it more as a place that you go after your drop zone. I wouldn't personally drop in training base. Let me know what you guys think below. I did ask on YouTube what you guys actually enjoyed to go for more. Was it logging camps or Squirrel Depot and stuff like that? And a lot of people were asking what I obviously wanted, what my personal opinion, which was I'd rather go to logging camps than go to Squirrel Depot, because Squirrel Depot, it's a little bit too far outside the map in my opinion. You know, Squirrel Depot is right at the bottom right of the map, like down there. Of course, Observatory is in the top right. However, it's not so far away from Bitter Lake, which is the middle of the map. Look how far away Squirrel Depot is from Bitter Lake. That is an absolute monstrous amount of meters, I guess, away from Bitter Lake, which is, of course, the center of the map. We went ahead and got a kill there, and now we've got a rifle compensator. We're basically ready to actually challenge everyone. All that we would need now would be literally a level 2 helmet, and we'd be ready to win this game. We'd be ready to go for it. But that's going to be all for this loot spot. Now I'm going to go ahead and transverse into a different game, and I'm going to show you guys my #1 best loot spot for both kills and just overall loot. So I'll see you guys in just a second when I get into the next game. Alright guys, so for my #1 best loot spot for kills and for the overall loot that you can get in this area, some of you may already know this if you watch my streams every single day. I absolutely love this area, and it is, of course, as mentioned earlier in the video, Bitter Lake. It's comparable to Tilted Towers from Fortnite, which is also the best place for loot in Fortnite also. But Bitter Lake, man, it's honestly my favorite spot. What I like to do in Bitter Lake is I like to go to this hotel right here up on the top of the mountain, and then I like to work my way down into the actual town of Bitter Lake. Of course, not very many people come to this hotel right here because it's kind of out of the action. If people are going to Bitter Lake, they kind of usually like to go into the straight action, and either they die straight away or they conquer Bitter Lake, depending on whether I'm in the game. You know what I mean, guys? Alright, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to drop down here. As you can see, there's already guns in the roof. It looks like to be like there's an M4A4 right here, which I was correct. There is an M4A4 right here, which is nice. Then you're going to obviously get this red dot sight chicken grenade, and over here looks like it looks like an SMG over here. So straight off the bat, we're getting 2 really nice guns, being an SMG for close range, and we've got the M4A1 for that long range encounter. We've obviously got stuns here, and every single room in a 3-story obviously gives you loot. So here's a backpack here, not the best loot, of course, it's only a backpack, but in here you get some more bandages, you get a vertical foregrip, and then when you go downstairs and you check out the rooms down here as well, you'll be able to get loot in every single room that you go into. Obviously here there's another level 1 backpack, not the best, but there's more bandages. We need bandages because it's of course the start of the game, and at the start of the game, med kits, bandages, first aid kits and stuff like that are the most crucial thing to have. Of course, a gun as well. But that, I feel like medkits, bandages and stuff like that is definitely the best thing to have, because if you're going to get shot once, you're going to take a lot of damage, because the likelihood of it is you're not going to be able to find level 3 armor or level 3 helmet as soon as you drop. So you're going to want to have that healing stuff. Of course, there's a shotgun as well. Now you have the rifle QD mag, SG choke as well. Wow, this has been quite a good house, to be honest. Of course, we don't have a helmet, which is kind of annoying, but that's, other than the helmet, we've got basically all the good loot. If you guys want to stay out of the action a little bit longer, you can go over to that house, but me personally, I never really go into that house. I never really see the point in it. There is a guy down here, and we're going to be able to take 2 shots off on him, but we're not actually going to be able to kill him. And then there's a guy down here as well. It's not letting me hit him. Okay, there we go. We got him out of the game. Nicely done. I think there was a little bit of a barrier block there with the thing that he was standing behind, but it's all good. Now, after I come down this hill, I like to go into this house first. I feel like this house is a very good place to kind of just know your surroundings and know where everyone is. Of course, there's a lot of people shooting around here. Oh, I feel like he shot a little bit too much there, to be honest. There's a guy right there as well. We're going to go ahead and take this kill. And then there's a guy up here on the top of this house too. Unfortunately, we don't have a helmet, so I don't really want to challenge this guy head on, like out in the open. I'm not sure if that'll go through the window. It's not going to go through the window, unfortunately, but it has made him move a little bit. So maybe I will be able to challenge this guy. I'm not too sure. After I get into this house and I've looted it all, if there's people, a lot of action down there, I usually like to go up here, depending on whether I know I actually have a helmet. And right now I don't have a helmet, so I'm going to wrap around the edge of this house right here, go inside it. Gonna check it out. I think this has already been looted actually by the guy I actually killed there. I think his name was Deadly Viper or something like that. There's obviously a guy over there as well, so we're gonna open up some shots and not scare him a little bit. Check over here. That guy's still in that corner of the house. I can see his gun poking through the wall. That's another thing you guys really don't want to be doing. You don't want to let your gun poke through walls. That's very, very bad. He kind of knows where I am right now, which is, it's kind of risky jumping across here, but I mean, we'll do it for the video, you know what I mean? So we're going to be jumping across here. He actually hasn't seen me move, which is kind of really bad awareness by him. He should have really caught on to the fact that I was moving location right there. But this is the next house I like to go to. There is a guy down there, which is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and take him out really, really fast. 100% accuracy on that guy. Of course, if there's no helmet in this house, you're going to be stuck for options. But, of course, Bitter Lake being how big Bitter Lake is, there's a lot of people who die here that do have helmets. So you can go ahead and pick up somebody that you've either killed or somebody that's either died in your kind of area. we're gonna go ahead and kill that guy. Nicely little kill right there. Of course, I did have basically 100% accuracy in that kill as well. Then you go down to this house. After you hit the red house right here, you're gonna want to hit the 2-story. Then you're gonna go over to that red house, hit that 2-story, and then rotate yourself around to the next red house and go into the next 2-story. Finally, heading off at the final 3-story house. So you're basically starting at a 3-story house, a 3-story hotel, and then you're ending off on a 3-story hotel as well. Obviously, we just killed that guy and we got a helmet, which is really nice. As I said, you'll either get a helmet for somebody else who's died to somebody, or you'll get a helmet from where you're looting, or you'll get a helmet for somebody that you've killed. As you guys can see, I did recently get the Lucky Hammer. I really do like the Lucky Hammer, not gonna lie. It's probably one of my favorite things about this game. You're gonna go into this house. Once you've looted all of this, I'm not gonna actually loot this place because I'm just gonna be leaving the game at the end anyway. Then you're gonna be going over here to this red house. Of course, you wanna be using the eye to check over on top of that 3-story, because if somebody's gonna shoot you from the 3-story right here, you're gonna be pretty exposed, to be honest. Like, you're gonna be not even pretty exposed, you're gonna be really exposed. You're gonna go in here, loot this house. There's a double team over here. There's 2 guys together over here. Yep, they're working as a team. Nice. Okay, so we took out a team right there. Of course, that is kind of a problem at the minute. There has been an influx in people playing with each other in solos, playing duos basically in solos. That's what those guys were doing right there. We're going to loot those guys. As you can see, I'm getting even more better armor. After you've looted that red house, you want to come in here, loot this 2-story house. Obviously, if you're going to run into a couple of people here and there, you're going to have a little bit better gun skill than what you would need to have if you guys were gonna actually go to like a place like Observatory, or if you're gonna go to a place like Echo Valley. Echo Valley still, it's a pretty high risk place going to Echo Valley, not gonna lie, but I'd say Bitter Lake is probably the highest risk. Of course, you're gonna go in here to this 2-story, then you're gonna go into that bungalow over there, and then you can either choose whether you want to go to this bungalow, this red house right here, or whether you just want to go into the 3-story. It's basically your choice on what you guys want to do. Of course, I've managed to sweep up 6 kills going to Bitter Lake this game and got a really, really nice amount of loot. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave this game and give you guys the outro. So that is my best 3 loot spots for Rules of Survival Gilly Island map. Obviously, number 3 was Echo Valley. Absolutely amazing drop point. I mean, it was very, very popular at the start of the game. Of course, with the parachute coming out of King of Echo Valley, because everyone dropped in Echo Valley. It was super, super popular. Then for number 2, it's a low risk, high reward area, being the Observatory. Absolutely fantastic loot spot. I'd expect a lot of people who are not really as good as others, like you're not Grandmaster, say you're Diamond, you're Platinum, you're looking to get your way, push yourself up to Grandmaster, you know, on some points, I would really, really advise going to Observatory. A lot of the Grandmasters, however, will go to the number 1 loot spot, being the Bitter Lake drop zone. And Bitter Lake, by far, is the best loot spot in this map. It's the best for loot, it's the best for kills, it's the best for cars, anything like that. You get a bunch of cars in Bitter Lake, you get a bunch of loot, you get a bunch of kills. So if you're really, really good at the game and you want a good loot spot, definitely go to Bitter Lake. So yeah, number 3, Echo Valley, number 2, Observatory, number 1 will be Bitter Lake. So if you guys want to see one of these videos except for Fearless Ford, make sure to smash that like button and comment down below if you want to see that. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe and give me your opinions on your favorite 3 loot spots or your favorite 3 kill spots in the comments down below as well. I'm going to be replying to every single comment in the first hour of this video. I've been replying to quite a lot of comments recently. And within the first hour that I upload the video, I really like to give the people who have the notifications on, basically talk to them as much as I can through the comment system and also through my Discord and my Twitter. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is @ifergyt, and my Instagram is exactly the same, @ifergyt as well. So if you enjoyed today's video, it's been your boy Ferg. I'll see you either in the next video or the next stream. Peace out.